Hello, welcome to my channel. I'm a kid critic, and today I am going to be ranking all 9 What If episodes from worst to best. I know I haven't been posting a lot, but that's only because I have another YouTube channel called Theater Boy, BOI Boy. So if you search that up, that's the first thing you'll see channel-wise. So please check that out because it needs a lot of more subscribers. But anyway, this is my personal opinion, and you're probably going to disagree with my opinion because it's a very unpopular list. But yeah, so please, if you like this video, make sure to like and subscribe for more great content. Now, on with the ranking. Also, I like all of these episodes. My last place one is okay, but the rest of them I love. Anyway, in ninth place is What If Thor Was an Only Child. This one is entertaining and fun, but it's kind of just not that interesting. Like, of all what if concepts you can do, why pick what if Thor put on a party on Earth and then he had his mommy come over and and he got in trouble and he had to clean it up. That's just not interesting to me, so that's why it's in last. Number 8 is What If Peggy was Captain America, got the super soldier serum. I keep forgetting what it's called, but it's good. I like it. It's not. It just followed the same template as the first Captain America, the first Avenger, and that just made it less interesting. It was still enjoyable. I liked it. The action was cool, but it was just not as interesting of a what if concept as any other ones. But yeah. Number 7 is What If Killmonger rescued Tony Stark, or killed him, because he kills him. This is an interesting what if concept, but not one that I'm thrilled to watch over and over again. It's kind of just more of it doesn't feel that strong. I mean, it's obvious that Killmonger is going to be the bad guy, and it's basically just the heroes making poor choices, and I just think that it's kind of incomplete because they didn't finish the story, nothing happened. So honestly, it's good, but I like the action. It's interesting. Some of the story points are good, but it's just not one I'm more thrilled to rewatch than a lot of these other ones. Number 6 is What If Earth Lost Its Mightiest Heroes. This one is very dark. It's a mystery, but honestly, it's like you don't know who the bad guy is, and it's kind of just like, oh, when is it gonna show up? And it's just it's really cool, but it raises a bunch of questions that they didn't answer, so that's why it's number 6. But I still love this episode a lot. Number 5 is What If T'Challa Became Star Lord. This one is really fun. It's way better than the first one. It kind of changes that and kind of makes it completely different. Now Thanos is a good guy, and that's a very interesting concept. And now the Collector's the biggest baddie in the universe. It's just a lot of fun. It's kind of like a heist one, and now you see a difference, like completely. Like in the first movie you're just like, no, nobody knows who Star Lord is, but now, like, oh my god, Star Lord, I'm a huge fan of your work. It's just so fun, and then the action is cool. So yeah, and the Ravagers are just like Robin Hood's group, so I love this episode. So yeah, the one thing holding it down probably is that it's probably the one I've like enjoyed, like the one I've watched the least. Kind of, I've watched this the least amount of times because it's so easy to process. So yeah, so but it's kind of fast paced. But the rest of it is great. I love this one. It's probably the most fun one. Number 4 is What If Zombies? Another really fun one. Like, this one has zombies in it. that's just that. How much more entertaining can that get? Like, it's really cool with all the zombie action. It's a cool zombie movie, and it gets so gruesome with all the violence. The series is so dark, and then it like this is probably what made the series probably the one of the darker episodes of the series, and but it's so much fun. I don't have any issues with it, but so that's why it's number 4. Number 3 is What If the Watcher Broke His Oath. Now, I know a lot of you would put this in your top 2 or at number 1, but personally, this one is it's just I don't feel comfortable putting it in the top 2 because it's like the last one, and also it's the least it of these 3 episodes, it's the one I got least entertained. But the top 3 is hard to rank, but this is the one I enjoyed the least, and the one that I would probably want to rewatch the least. It's just not interesting. It's interesting, but not as interesting as the other ones. Like, it leaves you on a cool note, but kind of I like how it kind of each episode had a dark ending, and that's, I mean, of course that's a bit morbid, but honestly that's what I enjoyed about a lot about the series. It went to darker territories, and this is probably one of the least dark ones of the dark ones, but I still love it. The action is awesome. It's like the Avengers, but with other people in it. And I like how they played in my favorite MCU movie, Captain America the Winter Soldier, into this, but with Pikey in it. That's really cool. So yeah, this is still good, but it's not one of my top 2. And then my top 2 were really hard to rank. But number 2 is What If Ultron won. Now this is probably the second darkest episode of the series. This and number 1 were really hard, and I really wanted to put this at number 1, but it raised a lot of questions for me. Like, especially after seeing the last episode, it's just like, okay, so they said that each universe is different. So how is this guy able to use the Infinity Stones in a bunch of other universes? Plus, I mean, it's kind of weird seeing Ultron's voice on the Vision's body. It's kind of hard to imagine, probably because I've heard the actor of Vision do that a lot. But on the other hand, the action is great. This is very dark, and when I first saw it, I was thinking I used to have this at number 1, but then when I rewatched my number 1, I realized, oh god, this is the best one. Sorry. So now that leads us to my number 1 What If episode, which is What If Doctor Strange lost his heart instead of his hands. This one is easily the darkest episode, and one of the darkest things in the MCU, probably the darkest, and it's one of my favorite things in the MCU. Like top 3. It's like the score is beautiful and tragic. It's a huge tragedy for Doctor Strange. First you get the scene where basically he starts trying to turn back time, and then no matter how hard he tries, he can't save her. Every time he does it, she just keeps dying and dying. It's tragic, and then you see Doctor Strange just kind of go into this darkness and go insane. And then the ending and then when the 2 Doctor Strange fight, it's epic. It's a great fight. And the magic is cool, except not as cool as the real Doctor Strange movie. But this is probably better than the Doctor Strange movie, actually. And then I really like how, well, I don't like it. It's really upsetting. But it's interesting how the ending is just tragic, seeing that whole universe die. Even when he brings back Christine, he can't save her because she immediately disintegrates. Like, the whole universe disintegrates, and then you can't just save anybody. It's just so tragic and sad. But that's why it's my number 1 favorite What If episode. So, thank you for watching. I hope you liked this video. If you liked it, please like and subscribe for more great content. So thank you for watching. See you next time.